Dear ministers, dear deputy ministers, Deputy Ambassador of the United States, Deputy Ambassador of the United States, presidents of organizations and institutions, distinguished guests, dear friends of the American Hellenic Chamber of Commerce, it is with great pleasure that we welcome you today to the annual two-day Health World Conference, held under the auspices of the Ministry of Health, FPA, MedTech Europe, SFE, the Pharma Innovation Forum, and SAIV. We sincerely thank them for their long-standing trust in this important institutional event. This year marks the 24th Health World Conference, a milestone that highlights the dynamic presence and the recognition it has earned over the years. As always, it is organized in close cooperation with our two distinguished committees, the Pharmaceutical Committee and the Medical Technology and Diagnostics Committee. Through an uninterrupted and successful journey of 24 years, Health World has been established by common acknowledgement as one of the most authoritative health policy conferences in Greece and Europe. It has become a trusted platform for dialogue, for the exchange of proposals, and for the sharing of best practices among nearly all stakeholders engaged in healthcare and in shaping health policies. The theme of this year's conference is A New Era in Healthcare, Driving the Change, a title that aptly reflects the sweeping transformation currently taking place in healthcare worldwide, whether driven by technology and especially artificial intelligence, or by new regulatory frameworks already being implemented or soon to be introduced in many countries, including our own. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in an era of dramatic change. Social, technological, and economic developments directly affect healthcare. The title of our conference possesses a critical question. How do we prepare for the challenges of the future? Are we ready to respond and to lead this new course? Demographic shifts, an aging population, climate change, and technological innovation bring tremendous challenges to both the demand for and the provision of healthcare services. Adding to this the economic pressures that arise within a climate of geopolitical instability and fiscal constraints, it becomes clear how essential it is to define a coherent strategy and a clear roadmap of actions for the transition of our healthcare system into the future. The ultimate goal, to ensure better and more equitable service for citizens alongside sustainable developments. At this year's conference, we will have the opportunity to address critical issues such as the role of innovation and integration of new technology into medical practice, the need for sustainable financing, the resilience of health system against pandemic and other crises, the importance of prevention and of health promotion, and the multiple benefits of research and applied innovation, and many, many other topics. We aspire for this year's conference to serve not only as a valuable framework for dialogue, but also as an opportunity to highlight the urgent need for greater collaboration, innovation, and determination so that we may build a more resilient and adaptive healthcare system fully prepared to meet the challenge of the future. Are we ready? Can we achieve this? These are the questions we are called to answer. At this point, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to our distinguished speakers from the scientific, political, business, and medical communities, as well as the patients' associations for their valuable contribution and insights. Also to Ms. Barbetaki, Chair of the Pharmaceutical Committee and its members, and to Ms. Gikas, Chair of the Medical Devices and Diagnostics Committee. And of course, its members, for their unwavering and creative support. To the organizing team, and in particular, Professors Souliotis Kyriopoulos and Athanasakis, for their essential scientific contribution to the development of this program. The Chamber also expresses its warm thanks to the sponsors of this year's conference for their consistent and long-standing support in making this event possible. The platinum sponsors, AbbVie, Johnson & Johnson, Armatura, and Roche. Gold sponsor, AstraZeneca, BD, GE Healthcare, Medtronic, MSD, and Pfizer. Silver sponsors, Abbott, Alcon, Amgen, Boston Scientific, Bristol Myers Squibb, CSL Behring, FX, Genesis Pharma, Gilead, GSK, Kyriakidis Georgiopoulos Law Firm, Lilly Pharmacev, Umbrella, Philips, Takeda, Softmedica, and UCB. Additionally, we thank our media sponsors, CNN Greece, Daily Pharma News, Health Next Generation, Health Pharma, Health Stats, Health Stories, Health Web, Iatronet, Iatρικά Νέα, Medley, New4 Health, newdeal.gr, and OnMed, as well as our Chambers Magazine business partners. We are deeply grateful to all for their valuable support in the success of this conference. I would also like to thank my colleague, Ms. Vula Cherizoglou, coordinator of the two committees and project manager of the conference, together with Ms. Manali, for their outstanding dedication and preparation, as well the entire Chamber staff for their contribution to the organization of this year's Health World. Finally, I wish to thank all of you for honoring us with your presence at yet another Chamber event. We encourage you to stay tuned to our activities as we're planning equally and significant initiatives and events in the new future. Before closing, I would like to kindly ask our speakers and moderators to respect the time allocated to them. Now, I invite to our virtual podium on our screen the President of the American Hellenic Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Ioannis Saracakis, for his opening remarks. Thank you, Mr. President.